You think you chose that monthly pass? Look closer. That dusty key fob on your keychain tells a different story. The maths looked simple. 25 single, 60 unlimited, your brain saw a steal. The trap was already set. That 125 price you saw, it's not real. It's an anchor inflated to make the contract feel like a win. You plan to go 5 times a week, the math said you'd save, but your calendar now shows the honest number. Della Vigna and Malmendier found monthly members paid 70% more than per visit users. That's the hidden cost. You sit on the sofa, remote in hand, while your membership ticks away. The gym doesn't care if you show up. $60 divided by 2 visits is $30 per trip. That's not a bargain, that's paying premium for nothing. In your head, you're a 5 times a week athlete. In reality, you're the one paying for that fantasy every month. Scan your bank statement. That recurring $60 charge repeats 12 times a year. That's $720 gone. 1 year of unlimited membership costs more than a new phone. You paid for it with visits you never made. The renewal pop-up shows a countdown and a glowing keep button. The cancel option is barely a pixel wide. You planned 20 visits? You made 2? That's 18 lost opportunities, and the fee stayed exactly the same. Open that drawer, see the dusty fob, the crumpled receipts, the broken keychain. That's your unused subscription, still charging. Money drips out of your account like a leaky faucet. Each drop labeled $60, disappearing without a sound. Remember the math you did when you signed up? Now look at your actual visits. That gap is where the trap lives. 2 forces guide your choice: overconfidence in your future self, and the flat rate bias that makes unlimited seem wise. Overconfidence leads you to pay. Flat rate bias keeps you paying. Sunk cost makes you justify it. That's the chain. To cancel, you call, press 3, wait, get transferred, and start again. That maze is designed to exhaust you. You see 60 a month and think it's a deal. You don't see 720 a year until the receipt arrives. People plan 18 gym visits but only go twice. That scatter plot isn't random. It's a pattern of overestimation. The contract isn't a path, it's a labyrinth of fine print. The exit is hidden behind layers of small text. Your forecast said 20 visits, reality says 2. The fee didn't adjust, you paid for the difference in full. You thought 20 visits made the pass a steal. 2 visits later, you've lost $10 on the deal. Hey, don't use feel guilty, justify it. That loop repeats until you actively break it. The cycle is the trap. You pile up reasons, it's a deal. You'll go more. Everyone does it. The seesaw tips toward money lost. 70% of gym revenue comes from people who never show up. That's not a business, that's a subscription machine. Your receipt shows $60 monthly, 12 times a year, for 2 actual visits. That's $30 a trip. The billboard promised unlimited savings. Your calendar shows 2 X's. That's the gap between marketing and your wallet. You need 3 visits to break even. You made 2, 1 visit short means you're paying $60 for $50 value. 720 paid, $50 value received. That $670 gap is the membership trap. You called it an investment, but it was just spending dressed up as a smart choice, masking the real cost. You grip the steering wheel, but the road doesn't connect. You think you're in control, but the auto-renew is locked. Per visit costs $25. Your monthly pass averages $42.50 per visit. That's 70% more. Look at the unused sneakers, the towel still folded, the bag untouched. That gear is proof of the subscription leak. Signing up felt like a win. 3 months later, your wallet is empty. The excitement faded, the charge didn't. People plan 18 visits but average just 2. That 80% gap is the cost of overestimating yourself. 12 monthly slips, each with $60. That tower of paper is $720 you can't get back. January to December, $60 each month. A year of payments for a service you barely used. That's the subscription weight. You pour coins into a hole labeled past payment, hoping it'll feel better, but the money is already gone. You run on the treadmill, but the belt shows 0 distance. The meter keeps taking $60 every month anyway. You pay $60, you get $50 value. That $10 loss repeats every month without you noticing. Your brain says you're saving $440. Your receipt says you paid $720 and got $50. You push against the turnstile, but it's locked. The paid sign lights up green. but you still can't get through. The menu highlights best value on the monthly tier. The fine print says it's based on 20 visits you won't make. You draw a patch over the piggy bank's crack, but coins keep falling. A subscription leak can't be fixed with willpower. The cancel button is 2 points high. The keep button is 24 points. The interface knows which one you'll hit. You keep paying because of hope, guilt, and laziness. 45% hope, 30 guilt, 25 inertia. The meter runs and runs. It's already hit 720. And the needle points to another month of 60. Call support, press 1, press 3, hold. Enter a code, then start over. That average 15 minutes is engineered. Remember, the 720 you spent that mountain of $60 bills is proof of the subscription year. Buried in the fine print, a tiny fee appears. $5.99 added every month, hidden in plain sight. A giant hand pulls the strings. You're the small figure at the other end, dancing to the subscription's puppet master. Unused memberships drive 70% of gym revenue. Your inactivity isn't a failure, it's their business model. The auto-renew switch is locked in the on position. A padlock icon reminds you that turning it off isn't easy. You keep throwing good money into a pit of past payments. The guilt of leaving feels worse than the cost of staying. The menu is designed to guide your choice. The best value label is a suggestion, not a verdict you have to follow. Money flows into the funnel, but only a tiny drip reaches you. Most of your $60 never comes back. Kahneman and Tversky showed you hate losing 60 more than you like saving it. That bias keeps you trapped. Signing up is one click. Canceling takes 15 minutes and a loop of menus. That asymmetry is no accident. 3 days until the next charge, the clock is counting down for you because the system knows you'll forget. Opt-out signs you up automatically. Opt-in requires a choice. The default is designed to favor the subscription. Try to downgrade and you lose benefits, pay a fee and lose priority support. Staying premium feels easier, doesn't it? You pay $60 to win a prize worth $50. That carnival game is your gym membership in disguise. The architect drew a blueprint with a funnel and a tiny output. Every detail is intentional, built to capture you. The next payment is locked in 3 days away. The system is counting on your passivity to collect another 60. Retention drops, but revenue stays flat. You don't cancel, so the house keeps winning. That's the system's success. You're standing on a trapdoor labeled subscription. One more month, and it springs open, pulling another 60 from you. The pipeline takes your money and gives back a trickle. You see the tiny value out, not the flood you paid for. The sign promises unlimited. The graph shows 2. That's the gap between marketing hype and your actual experience. The spiderweb has strands labeled auto-renew, fine print, and sunk cost. Every thread is designed to hold you. It's not a willpower problem. The system is engineered to override your best intentions, one default at a time. You can say no 100 times, but the system only needs to say yes once, and you're charged for another month. Even the most careful people get caught. The system is stronger than your will, and it's designed to stay that way. You try to leave, but the inertia band pulls you back, the subscription doesn't want you to go, and it's built for that. You reach for cancel, and a pop-up offers to save $10. The trap is in the offer you don't need. Canceling costs $10. Staying costs nothing. Now, the math makes staying look cheaper, but it's the more expensive path. Your reflection says, I can handle it. But the question is whether your future self will actually cancel or just delay. You set a reminder, then snooze it. 3 days pass, and the charge goes through. Reminders don't stop auto-renew. Your app says 0 visits, your brain says 10. That gap between reality and perception is where the subscription thrives. Wake up call, you paid $720 and got $50. That's not a deal, that's a reality check you needed. The key isn't more willpower, it's seeing the trick clearly. Once you spot the anchor, the trap loses its power. Step 1, switch to per visit. Step 2, track for 30 days. Step 3, review the math. Simple. No willpower needed. Pay $25 per visit. Instead of $60 for unlimited, you only pay for what you actually take. That's the switch. 30 days of per visit costs $50. Same 2 visits, $10 less. The math is clear and in your favor. The cage is open. You're not trapped anymore. The system only works if you stay inside. You've already stepped out. Choose the path that pays you. The unlimited trap is crossed out. Now you decide where every dollar goes. Spending is choosing. Every dollar you keep is a choice you made, not a loss you suffered. That's the reframe. Shine a light on the hidden fees. They don't like the spotlight. Once seen, they can't hide in the fine print. Flip the switches, auto renew off, default bias off, loss aversion off. You're in control of the system now. Monthly costs $60, per visit costs $50. That $10 difference is yours to keep every single month. Old habit, paying for nothing. New habit, paying for what you use. You decide where your money flows. Your compass now points to saving, not spending. The system no longer guides you. You choose your financial direction. You walked out with a canceled receipt. The subscription trap is behind you. The system no longer has you. Month after month, you keep $10 more. That slope is rising. Your savings accelerate with every cancellation. Before, you paid $720. Now you keep $120 a year. That's the real cost of freedom. One action done, cancel the subscription. The first step is complete, and the system now works on your terms. Click the button, switch to per visit. One action stops the monthly leak and changes your financial story. Day 10, $10 saved. Watch that pile of coins grow. Every day you stay ahead is a small victory. Month 1, $10 saved. Same usage, more money. The math works. Now keep going and build your freedom. Now you know the trick. The system works for you. Look ahead with clarity because you're no longer the one being played.